their opponent on Monday will be in the final. Big game for them, and they'll extend themselves.
This is how Harbour View will line up. It will be 4-3-3. Palmer between the sticks, as we said. Brackenridge, the captain. Gavin Burton being brought in. Shamari Dyer, the long-time experienced midfielder. Jay Jamieson, Dejuan Green, Kasim Priestley, Sean Daly, who has scored a couple of goals in the Lynk Cup already. Jamon Shepherd, Timar Lewis, who has had a good season goal scoring wise, and Kimar Mullins comes in as well. They're coached by Ludlow Bernard. Quite a few changes, right?
Yeah, lots of changes from what we saw in that final leg of the quarter-final of the Jamaica Premier League. And as we had lamented so far and laboured that point, is because he has his eyes firmly set on that first semi-final coming up on Monday. So lots of changes, young players and players that he wants to get into form for that semi-final.
Well, no changes between the sticks for Dunbeholden. They still have Damien Hyatt, the two-time Premier League champion, between there. Chevon James, Chevoy Watkin, Devontae Hodges, O'Dane Samuels, Tyrese Gow comes into the starting lineup. The exciting young winger. Ricardo Thomas, the captain. Shaquem Powell, Malachi Douglas, the Clarendon College skipper and MVP of schoolboy football. Peter McGregor, who is our player to watch, and Stephen Barnett, their leading goal scorer this season.
Yeah, we know Christian was injured in the last outing in the Jamaica Premier League, but as they said, Dunbeholden don't have a deep squad, so the rotation not as much.
Andrew Hayden, the man with the whistle. Harbour View in their blue and yellow coming forward. Gavin Burton from some distance, dipping at the last moment, made it awkward for Damien Hyatt. But he got all of his big frame behind it to execute the save. Then Dunbeholden putting together a play of their own. This is probably the best of their first half opportunities. Ricardo Thomas into Peter McGregor. Didn't get much of the head, it's got some of the shoulder as well. Needed a better finish from the big number 9. Pulling wide now onto the right hand side. Good skill to cut it onto the left foot, but it was a weak finish from Peter McGregor, who hasn't scored since their round of 16 game against Treasure Beach. Timar Lewis would hit the frame of the goal with a nice left-footed strike, cutting in onto his favoured leg. Had Damien Hyatt beaten, but a little bit too high and coming off the top of the crossbar. Then an opportunity for Dunbeholden. Chevon James. It will be better yet for him in this third place playoff, but that header was just wide. Then Thomas into the air, finding the head of Peter McGregor yet again, but McGregor unable to apply the finish. Did score on this very same ground from that same kind of position, Peter McGregor, in last year's Premier League playoffs, not to be today. Sean Daly over the top, a smile from this, and then the moment for Dunbeholden. Second half action. Chevon James gave him way too much space, played the 1-2 with Dwayne Smith and converted his first of this competition into the near post. 1-0 Dunbeholden. Craig Richards approves, the assistant coach, and their number 13 finding the goal that mattered. Ricardo Thomas with an opportunity, but didn't time his header very well, and it went over the bar. Dunbeholden certainly played better in the second half and probably should have had more goals. This should have been one of them. Burkett inside to Romain Bowers, who came on as a substitute. Both substitutes linking up, and from 6 yards out, couldn't place it right or left of Romario Palmer. He executed the save, and it was kept at 1-0. Defensive work for Dunbeholden, and they did a good job of keeping out Harbour View. 90 minutes elapsed, and Dunbeholden through Chevon James with a 1-0 win. Just 3 on target from 12 attempts for Harbour View. Dunbeholden, they only had 3 as well, but they made it count from 13. 27 fouls between both these teams and 4 yellow cards shown, 2 to each. 3 saves made by Dunbeholden, 2 from Romario Palmer between the sticks for Harbour View. He couldn't make the essential one from the boot of Chevon James. Majority of the possession for Dunbeholden. They finished third in the Lynk Cup with a 1-0 victory over Harbour View. Let's hear from our man of the match, who is with Dwight Jeremiah.
Watkins, good game today. What a good way to end the season for you in terms of winning this game. How do you feel?
I feel great because we didn't make it to the semi-final Premier League, so we came back and we just have to try and get the third place position.
Normally a very good defender throughout. I always admire watching you. Don't lose your duels. Today was another good day for you as well at the back. But at some point you get flustered. What was it with you and the referee?
It was obvious that the ball didn't go, but he says that the ball go outside. But we wanted to win because we have a bad season from the start, so we just want to have a good ending.
Yeah, it's $1,050,000 to the good. That's a lot for you with your efforts today in terms of that. So congratulations on the win today, and all the best.
Thank you.